I'm honored and privileged to speak to you. And first of all, I would like to thank you. I'm grateful you are here. The Ebenezer Foundation for the Jewish people and for the state of Israel. And I believe that what brought you is your love from here. The love for the Jewish people and the state of Israel, and arriving at this horrific time, a time of war, a time of rising anti-Semitism all over the world. Again, at this time, arriving to Israel is something that should be praised. And I'm grateful, I'm deeply grateful for you arriving at this time. It shows how much love you have here. It shows how much courage you have. You need to be brave. Arrive to Israel at this time of war when Israel bombarded by missiles from all over. From Lebanon, from Iran, from Iraq, from Yemen, from Gaza, and you arrived. So I thank you for arriving at this time. I thought the most important thing for Jewish people is love. This is the most important thing. Yes, I've been soldier for 34 years. I fought hundreds of battles for my country. I led many operations. I'm the first soldier to land in Entebbe, 1976, to rescue 105 Israeli hostages, losing Yoni Netanyahu, the only soldier that was killed in the operation, leading many operations in Sudan to bring Jews from Ethiopia who were at risk, leading many operations all over the Middle East, hunting down operation against the terrorists behind the Munich massacre of the Israeli sportsmen that were killed September 6, 1972. I know what is fighting. I've not come to speak about fighting. I just mentioned it because I'm saying that the most important thing for the Jewish people is love. With no love, there is no Jewish people. With no love, you wouldn't arrive to the state of Israel. And yes, we got many problems here inside the Jewish people, but above all, the power of our soldiers defending the country right now, fighting in Lebanon, fighting in Gaza, fighting in Judah and Samaria, fighting in Syria, fighting all over the Middle East. The power is the unconditional love. And the spirit of Jewish people is the love. And the idea of Jewish people is not about fighting. The goal of our nation, the goal is to set much better society. Society that take care for the wounded, for the bereaved, for the widow, for the hostages. And we'll do our best to bring back the 101 hostages right now. And we pray with all of you. We pray to continue building our country. As the chairman of the executive of Jewish Agency, I'm very proud to stand here and tell you what is Jewish Agency. Jewish Agency is the home of every Jew in the world. We are operating in 66 countries all over the world. And we are operating here. The chairman of Jewish Agency, a role that David Ben-Gurion, the first prime minister of Israel, did, is like a prime minister of Jews. All the Jews in the world, which is according to halacha, about 16 million, not according to halacha, 26 million. not too many. But according to the Bible, this is our homeland. This is the Holy Land. And number one idea of the third temple, this is the third temple. We lost first temple, second temple, 2,000 years in diaspora. We are building the third temple. Building the third temple is about bringing back all the Jews to Eretz Israel, to the land of Israel, to the Holy Land. So, number one mission of Jewish Agency is Aliyah. And I would like to thank you for supporting us, for donating, for assisting us to bring Jews, to bring the Jewish people again to our beloved country. Number one mission of Jewish Agency, Aliyah. Number two, connect. What is the connect? To connect ourselves with love, with unconditional love, with the Jewish identity, with the Jewish values, which above all is love and mutual responsibility. To connect ourselves to all the Jews in the world. For what? For giving them the power, the pride, the energy, the identity after 2,000 years, and persuade them to come back, to bring them home, to bring them back to the Holy Land. So this is the second mission. Aliyah, connect. And number three, rebuilding Israel. Rebuilding Israel. We are focused right now, the Jewish identity, we focus right now on the south and the north. Members from my family were killed in Kfar Aza, in Kibbutz Kfar Aza. Nadav, 49 years old, was shot, 2 bullets in his chest. Yam, 19 years old, a woman soldier, 1 bullet here below the left eye, in front of the others. Doron Almog Goldstein was taken hostage, 49 years old, married to Nadav, a friend to Nadav, since 14 years old. She was taken hostage together with Agam, the second daughter, 17.5 years old, Gal and Tal, 2 boys, 9 and 11, they were taken to Gaza as hostages. They had been in Gaza 51 days, returned. And Chen described me the horror while terrorists came to their home. Their home is 1 kilometer from Gaza, Kfar Aza, kibbutz. And she described what happened in the home, the fear and the horror, how Nadav was shot, her husband, how Yam, the elderly daughter, was shot, and how much guilt feeling she had been feeling, leaving behind her husband and her daughter and being taken helpless inside Gaza. And 51 days in Gaza tunnels, terrorized, horrible moments. And I'm telling you, October 7 was huge failure of our beloved country, of all leadership, from top to the bottom. We failed. And we need for this failure every day to ask forgiveness, to ask atonement. We have the Jewish people, we have Yom Kippur, a day of atonement. But since October 7, we need to have every day a fast day and a day of atonement on this huge failure. When some of our communities were taken down, and 1,200 were slaughtered and beheaded and fired and burned and raped. And we are feeling guilt about it and asking forgiveness. But on the other side, we'll continue fighting. We'll continue fighting to destroy the evil and continue building the state of Israel. So Jewish Agency is about building the south, building north of Israel, return the residents back to the communities, back to the kibbutzim. We have our own real estate company. We're going to expand the kibbutzim, build more 1,000 houses in the south and 1,500 houses in north of Israel, and build a social village with many olim inside, and give them stipend to study and have a first degree in Sapir College, and later we'll do the same in Tel Chai College in north of Israel, together with other youngsters. And we encourage the young Jewish generation from all over the world to come, have a solidarity mission, visit the state of Israel, supporting us, arriving to be here with us. And this year, which is the most difficult time of the Jewish people since Second World War, since the Holocaust. That 6 million were killed. This is the most difficult time since establishment of the State of Israel, 1948. Since David Ben-Gurion, the first prime minister, was at that time the chairman of Jewish Agency, in 48, May 14, did the Declaration of Independence, the first day of the newly born State of Israel. And we are here, and you are here, your organization, the Ebenezer Foundation, you are here with us, with all your energy and love for our homeland and our beloved people. And I'm grateful and thankful. With your assistance, we'll continue spreading love in our world. And one note I want you to know. The one who taught me what is love is my beloved son, who was born with severe brain injury, a child that never said one word all his life. He passed away at the age 23, never said one word, never said Abba, Dad, never said Mom. And he was the greatest teacher of my life, to teach me what does it mean to be the weakest in our society. What does it mean to be stereotyped and stigmatized as retarded? And for him, we established a village in south of Israel for severely disabled people. Today also with hospital for soldiers and all the people who are living in south of Israel and people who are having trauma at this war. And we need to continue spreading love. We need to continue raising high the banner of Tikkun Olam. Make our world much better place. And together with you love, we are much stronger. So I'm very thankful and grateful to you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Daniel and Nick and Johannes and all of you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that I must leave you right now, but thank you so much. My heart with you. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Doron, to my boss, to our chairman for coming here, and to you. And Doron mentioned a few times that he is serving today as chairman of the Jewish Agency, the same role that was filled by David Ben-Gurion all those years ago. And here is a small token of appreciation to you. And more than appreciation, it's a token of hope and of shared mission for the future of Israel. We prepared for you this modest certificate, which really reminds us of our legacy and of our shared responsibility and destiny together. And here in this certificate, we say that the Jewish Agency sincerely thanks Ebenezer Operation Exodus. With deep emotion, we present you with these visionary words of David Ben-Gurion, who as chairman of the Jewish Agency led the establishment of the 11 outposts in the Negev. This is a miraculous story of October 6, 1946, when the Jewish Agency led overnight at the eve of Yom Kippur the establishment of 11 outpost communities in the Negev, including Be'eri, which some of you will be visiting tomorrow. And so we say that on October 7th, his worst fears from that day were materialized. And I will share with you what were his worst fears, because David Ben-Gurion, already in December of 1946, just 2 months after those outposts took off the ground, he said that he is filled with deep anxiety because the lives of those boys and girls that we sent to these communities, we sent them to the desert, hundreds of our most precious boys and girls, and we practically are sacrificing their lives. Because if disaster strikes, it will be more difficult than anywhere else in the country to reach them and help them. These brave young men and women who went to the Negev know the danger and are not afraid. But we must be afraid. We must never rest or be calm. We are responsible for their safety. He said this in December 1946, and so we saw how in October 2023, his worst fears were materialized. And true to his vision, the Jewish Agency today is committed to fulfilling this promise of never again, as we know that you are our friends. We are committed for the communities, for all of Israel, and for the entire Jewish people. And so we are proud that together with you, we are planting seeds of friendship and hope. And this is dedicated to you by the current chairman of the Jewish Agency, Major General Doron Almog.